Time, 2200 hours.
We didn't know what we were going to get into.
June 5th, 1944.
It turned a boy into a man. Yeah, I grew up fast.
General Brereton, on the line for the takeoff, passes on the traditional good luck charm, a rabbit's foot.
It's to my mother and dad. I said, well, Mother, as I have a spare moment and we got approval of writing to you, I'll drop you a line to let you know the score. We're dropping into action tomorrow night into France. Don't worry, Mother, because everything's going to be fine and dandy. After all, I'm not scared over it. In fact, I'm quite anxious to do my share in our last fight for victory. As we approached the coast of France, I could look down, I was right in the doorway. I could look down and see all those people, boats, contrailing. I mean, just literally thousands of them. Mother, I'm going there with a clear soul and a true heart. You probably won't hear from me for some time. I just kind of told the Lord, I says, let me see one more sunrise. And we crossed the coast of France, and we had about, maybe a minute. And the red light came on, and we jumped out the door. We landed about 5 miles from our drop zone. I dropped into water about up to my waist. Yeah, the fields were all flooded, and trying to get out of that and looking around, trying to find out, what direction to go. We managed to blow up the bridge, and I got on the wrong side of the river, and that's when I was captured prisoner. We didn't know what to do. They took everything we had that was of any value. Had a watch or a ring, or they took all that. In fact, they took my boots. I ran without shoes for quite a while. We all thought we were going to be home by Christmas. But then we started getting new prisoners in, and they came and said, hey, war's going to last another year. And boy, our morale was really bad. Every morning we'd have roll call about 6 o'clock in the morning. Then we'd march and get our shovels and picks and walk to where we worked. But this morning when we got up, we didn't know. They took us and we went to our tool shed, and they said, no Arbeit, kein Arbeit. And the next morning when daylight came, one of the guys got up or woke up and said, hey, the guards are gone. And no German guards. So we got up and we started walking towards what we thought was towards the American lines. We come to this little town, and I kind of get emotional there on this thing. And anyway, I seen in the vestibule of a house, I seen this soldier, and I didn't know whether at the time he was German or what, but when we got close, I knew he was American. And I ran up and hugged him, kissed him, and I looked up in the heavens and I said, Lord, thank you. I was free, I was well, and I was going home. They've gotten easier to look back, but some of the things will never be easy. When we were in that bombing raid, I happened to be fortunate enough to land in a ditch beside an old stump, and my partner that was on the other side, he didn't survive. When I left him, I had a morphine needle, and he was hurt, and I gave him put my morphine into his one leg. The other leg was gone. And he kept calling for his mother. And I told him, you're going to be all right. Now he died. Those things hurt.